So we got started, a good decade plus ago, and the idea was we needed a way to connect devices. These phones, there was no push notifications yet. Those things didn't exist. They weren't real. And so we needed a way to communicate between the two devices easily. Did you know it's actually pretty straightforward if you're on the same network to have the devices connect over a local IP address? But the challenge becomes once those devices are not connected on the same network. And so enter PubNub.
Yeah, and this is how PubNub was reimagined. Okay, so one thing, because you are comparing Firebase as well, right, in real-time notifications. And I've heard you many times that you are better than Firebase. How would you justify that?
Oh, yes. Well, we have a world record. We can justify it because we've actually done it. Yeah, there was a IPL. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Please, let me know.
Yeah. So we partnered with Akamai and Disney with Hotstar to power IPL, the cricket league. There were over 17 million concurrent connected users at the time.
Ooh.
It was a large audience, and they needed.
Yeah,
it was huge, and we beat the record. You can look it up on the internet. You'll see even Akamai posting about it. And this is what we did. We were able to prove it. Our technology stood the time.
But when you compete with a company like Google, right? There are a lot of people who say you that how dare you can do that. How did you respond to those people back in times when you were not that, right? Because there was Google and they developed Firebase, right? So everybody could have said that why you guys are doing that? They are doing it, just leave it. So how was that time looks like?
That's actually, that's kind of interesting. Good question. So we came out before that occurred, before that technology was developed. And we've been building it for a long time, and we found a lot of pains and challenges along the way, especially once you have devices that are on unreliable networks that seem to switch around between different cell towers and also onto Wi-Fi. And so being able to keep that connection open and still delivering data to the device without losing any data was something that we got really, really good at over the years. And this is the core to that. And so you compare us, you mentioned the Firebase Google technology, which is a fantastic technology. We love it. It's fantastic. So it's the idea is you have a database, and all the changes that occur in the database get streamed to the client. And typically that works great if this is the sole database and the focus of that. We see our customers often come to us either because they outgrew it, because the scale they need is much larger and they have a large audience, and they always say there's a maximum limit. And so we can help them there with that. The other side of the coin is you have to give all your data over to Google, and most businesses, they have their own user database. They have their own data storage, right? And so in order to make that real time, they have to hand all that over to Google, and they don't want to do that. As a whole nother huge engineering lift. They want to take specific aspects of the data, not just the data itself, but events surrounding that data. And this is where PubNub shines. And so we power a lot of telephony apps, delivery apps, because I need to make sure, where is my sandwich? I ordered the sandwich. How far? How close is
it? Because you need real time, right? And I remember back in my 2013, right? I started my career in 2013. So at that time, Uber was there in the US, but that was not available in Pakistan. So a replica of Uber was my first career application. So I started thinking from that, right? And from there, I go to know that how real-time notifications work. And at that time, you're right that there were many challenges. Before that, we used to work with the APIs. We used to call APIs again and again to get the latest status, right? And then this real-time notifications comes in, and they change the whole industry, right?